What's up, broskies? AD here, and today I have to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the total lack of changes going into Pokemon Unite's second ranked season. This is so disappointing to me, and I just got a vent about it. Full disclosure, I already made a video about, well, I recorded a video about this earlier. It went on for like 20 minutes, so I'm re-recording to try and hopefully make it a little bit less ranty, but we'll see how we do. As always, if you like this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and like button down below. Again, the giveaway is still going on for Nintendo eShop gift code, so make sure you hit the link in the description for that. That's going to be going on for the next week or so. Hopefully we get to like 30K subs by then. And I mean, that would be crazy, of course. But if we do that, then maybe I'll add some more stuff, in future giveaways and stuff like that. But anyway, so Pokemon Unite's ranked season just started, ranked season number 2, excuse me. And we didn't get a single just nothing happened. The only thing that happened was we got more stuff to spend money on. We got a new battle pass, we got some new holoware, some costumes I guess were removed from the game that we didn't know were going to be removed, but other than that, it's basically just stuff that you can spend more of your cash on, and nothing in the way of gameplay changes or anything like that. And this is so disappointing, so disappointing. You guys know about the stuff. Like, I try and keep it real with you guys. I try and keep it like 100 with you, because I love this game. But you have to be critical of stuff that you love so that it can grow and improve. And so many people. For so many people, Pokemon Unite is their first MOBA experience, and I'm making this video really to just try and explain that this is not the norm for MOBAs. MOBAs strive to provide constant game updates to keep games feeling fresh and new, constant communication from the developers to keep people in the know, because these games are about like their little complexities and their intricacies, and we're just not getting that with this new season. So for example, let me just talk about this. Okay, so why is it such a big deal that nothing came with the brand new season? Well, it's because in traditional MOBAs, okay, new seasons are when you have arguably the biggest patches typically. When I say every other MOBA, I really mean every other MOBA, okay? And that's because it doesn't interrupt any ranked play, right? You can do massive overhauls to major systems and not interrupt the flow of the game. And games that have been out for a short amount of time do this. Games that have been out for 10 plus years, like League of Legends and Smite, they do this. Even though they have their systems already, the foundation is already built up and it's strong, they still try to improve on it. But typically, brand new MOBAs try and update even faster, even more often, because they need to in order to grow. But for example, this is Smite's Season 8 patch notes, okay? This is 10 months ago. This was their last ranked season, okay? Now I'm going to scroll down. Look at how long it takes to scroll down through these changes, okay? This is what new season changes look like for MOBAs, all right? And these are MOBAs that are much more complex than Pokemon Unite is, all right? And don't have anywhere near the amount of like raw foundational issues. And I'm not trying to dunk on Unite, but it's like there are obvious things that the community as a whole agrees upon that are wrong, that are messed up in Unite right now, right? Like matchmaking, ranked systems, 5-man pre-mades being in solo queue and ranked, brand new players playing with, 700 plus game master players in standard play, objective rebalancing, broken interactions with champions, right? Like things, abilities going off after people have been KO'd, or a myriad of other minor gameplay systems that could be tweaked with minor changes that you want to see fixed, especially going into a new season, and we're not seeing any of that. Excuse me, sorry, I'm still sick, but I had to talk about this because it's just really upsetting me because I love this game. Excuse me. League of Legends, another arguably one of the biggest MOBAs around. They do a preseason before the new ranked season so that things can be tested out and tried out by actual players. And then they also do a patch at the start of the new season to kind of refine some of the preseason changes. This is what the League of Legends preseason notes look like. Scrolling all the way down. Things that you see typically at the start of new seasons is like some of the bigger overhauls of certain systems, right? Like I'm not for Pokemon Unite, I'm not asking for massive things. I'm just asking for like the basics, right? Like no other MOBA allows you to take a 5-stack into into solo queue ranked. They're always separated. Like that's not a big ask to just remove that, to make it so you can't have 5 players versus solo queue players. That's not something that's massive, right? Like League of Legends here, they're redoing how like rank decay works and stuff like that, or they're working on how refunds work, how in-game chat works, item overhauls, like entire item overhauls, how the items work, balance changes for like 40 different champions, right? Smite, if you look at it, they're reworking how certain gods work, how healing works, how different objectives work, the UI, the lobbies of the game. Some of these big changes that can only be done at the start of a new season, because if you do it in the middle of a ranked season, you can mess up a lot of people, because these games are about fairness and having an even playing field. So you do this at the start of the ranked season, so there's some foundation for everybody to start from. And then you look at Unite, and it's like we get nothing. Nothing at all. And that's just so disappointing given the amount of things that can be improved upon in this game right now, And it's like, I've seen some people say, oh, maybe they're not saying anything so that it's super hype. So then when it drops, everybody hops on and plays it. It's like, that mindset doesn't really apply for MOBAs, guys. MOBAs, it's about the communication. It's about knowing things are going to happen. It's about the timing of things, right? Some people said, oh, they're waiting for the Halloween event to end, so maybe it's going to come Wednesday. Fingers crossed it's coming Wednesday, but here's the thing is, are you expecting to see any of those major overhauls, or even minor changes happen while the ranked season is already in session, right? I need you to keep in mind that this ranked season is going to go on for, another 80 plus days. So you're looking at, 3 to 4 months more of, potentially 5 stacks in ranked queues, of people going into Masters and not having to, they can't fall out of Masters, so they just sit in there and troll all day. Expert players going up against ultra players, stuff like that. Are you expecting to see those changes coming this Wednesday? And I love this game. It's just, I have to vent, like, this is a big red flag, with so many new games coming out in November. You've got a new Battlefield game, you've got Call of Duty, you've got even the new Pokemon games coming out, and more Pokemon games coming out later this year, right? With Arceus. When I see stuff like this, it's like, what? I just don't get it. Because think about this, right? New ranked season started last night. You've already got 5 stacks. Most 5 stacks starting off strong, just going and plowing through all of the new players or all the lower ranked players in the playlist, getting to Masters, in the first couple of hours, I'm sure. And I'm sure if you're playing solo queue right now, it's an absolute nightmare. I would not recommend touching it. So all of those 5 stacks that were, a problem in the first season, that you make excuses for, oh, hey, it's in the middle of a ranked season. They're not going to make changes like that during the season. They'll do it at the end of a season or the start of a new season. That stuff is going to be going on for the next 4 days if there is going to be a patch on Wednesday. Fingers crossed yet again. And so now what? You're going to go and you're going to have a certain subset of the player base be able to go and use their 5 stacks to get to the higher ranks of play before these changes come in. Say they go and they restrict 5 stacks on Wednesday. Are some of you guys going to be upset that, oh, well, now, like, what, these people could do it now, I can't now? Or if they make it so climbing up the rank, if they revamp the rank system and they make it so climbing up ranked is a little bit harder, you're actually going up against people that are equal skill level, and they add that in on Wednesday, and your buddy got Masters the night before, just rolling over people. Is that a fair ranked experience to start off the season with, for the next 80 days? No, it's not. Are you expecting to see a total Zapdos Dreadnought Rotom revamp in the middle of the season? Probably not. So like I said, I don't want this video to go on as long as the last one, or as long as the last recording. I'm trying to keep it succinct, but really I'm just kind of frustrated, a little disappointed, disheartened, because I really love this game. I'm still going to be playing, still putting out content for you guys, but it's frustrating because I said it in a Reddit post. Right now, hopping onto Unite, I don't know what it's like for you guys. You guys tell me, because when I made my first video kind of talking about the ranked and matchmaking situation, the balance situation, like 2 months ago, a lot of people agreed with me, but I think some people were still like, oh, it's too early. But now, brand new ranked season, we're basically getting much of the same thing, and this season is going to go on for 4 more months, or 80 days, however long it is. Do you still feel that same way? I want to know what you guys think. So if you could comment down below, honestly, I'm just curious what the general sentiment is. Because for me, it's like I hop on and it's like, okay, do I go and I play some Masters? And, I go up against either people that are trying their hardest and they're in a 5-stack against me who's solo queuing, and it's just like an auto loss. Or do I get somebody who's been in Masters like myself for 3 months that just doesn't care because they can't fall out of Masters, so they just AFK, they do whatever, Or, if I don't want to deal with that stress of the sweat fest, do I go and I play Standard? And then when you go and play Standard to just relax, play it more casually, I go and I have to, clap my hands together in a weird way. I go up and I face against, or I'm with a team of people who literally just started playing the game, brand new players, XP share Zeraora, XP share Charmander, that don't know what they're doing. They sit AFK in base, maybe they follow you around on the map because they think it's cool, or they run into the enemy base, and that's not a fun experience either. It's not fun for me, and it's not fun for the new player because they're trying to learn how to play. There's no barrier between players who have been playing 700 games and are at the highest level and people who are brand new to the game. So it's just frustrating, where do you go, But let me know what you guys think, are your friends still playing? What's the general sentiment? Because, I have people getting online all the time to go and grind to Masters, or, just to play the games, but at a certain point you just keep playing these games and nothing, it's not improving, right? It's just the same thing, and you think, okay, changes are coming for the new season, but we didn't get anything, And it's just, I don't know, I'm just feeling a little defeated right now. That's all. But I want to know what you guys think. I can dive into more detail in another video if people actually care. But it's just a little disappointing, if I'm being totally honest with you. I don't know what other content creators are saying, but I've told you guys I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm not gonna, I'm going to keep it real with you guys, and it's just, I was really hoping that we would see some, significant changes with the new season. And I don't mean you don't need to have major overhauls. It's not, but the thing is, Unite's not as complex as some of those other games. So just minor changes, minor things could just go such a long way, in impacting this game in a positive way. And I want to know what you guys think. So please drop a comment down below. Sorry, I'm still sick. I'm trying to pump out content for you guys, though. You know the deal. And yeah, there's just a bunch of new fun games coming out in November, right? You got Battlefield, you got the new Pokemon game, you got Call of Duty that just dropped. You got more Pokemon games coming out later on, like Arceus and stuff like that. Let me know all of your thoughts. I'd really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. Not going anywhere, trust me. And make sure you sign up for that giveaway so we can do more. But I just have to explain to you guys my general feelings, and I hope you guys understand that. So thanks so much. I hope you learned something. Adam is out, guys.